Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Starladder iLeague Star Series Season 3. We're going to be taking a look at game number 2 now. It is Team Liquid facing off against Finem. I'm Lyrical, going to be joined as well by the ever-lovely, ever-talented, and always great Trent Pack. Sir, how you doing?
Hello. Doing fabulous. Ready to go. More Dota 2 action, more Team Liquid. Go from never seeing them, mystery team, where the hell they go, to tired of them. Can't stand them. No, just kidding. It's fine. I'm looking forward to another game here. And it looks like there's just another question here. It's like F and M are like, okay, well, these guys have been giving away Slider Darkseer all day. Well, what's the deal here? Like, do we want to give them SD +1? I'm sure is the thought here. Are we more worried about giving them the Slider +1? Some interesting bands so far in this one.
Yeah, it is very interesting. And I think that in some ways, almost the bounty hunter, it's like you ban a hero that you know they can run and kind of could catch you off guard, but changes the way that the game is played. Even if they haven't been running it a ton, it's worth taking it out of the pool, because Finem definitely a team that's been shown to be willing to mix it up every now and then. So we'll see how it ends up going. Lone Druid is going to be the takeaway. Don't want to have to deal with those shenanigans, and it is the Slardar for Liquid.
Radiant team pick.
All right, so that leaves our Keeper of the Light is still in. Might end up being a pick there from Liquid in the next little bit here, but Rubik Sand King, pretty solid opener. This was like one of the biggest openers, even just last patch too. This was a very solid one to go with. Oh, Rubik SK, same kind of ideas of versatility. Rubik offers a decent enough setup for Sand King that he can still also be positioned for if your draft really calls for it. But Sand King generally considered a very good position 3, pressure a lot of different lanes.
5 seconds remaining.
It's unlikely your opponent's going to get something that like totally zones you out of wanting to play this hero in
Reserve
one of those
time.
spots.
Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, Slardar has not been like the just straight up traditional offlaner either that you would have to worry about going one-on-one against him. So
Radiant
it's
team
fine
back.
being able to like give up the Sand King, and Team Liquid showing they have an answer to it. The Timber Saw, another one of those really good just strength melee heroes that can kind of bully another one. Do you feel like there's an advantage of one over the other if they do happen to go one-on-one against each other?
10 seconds remaining.
I'd rather be the Timber Saw for sure in those situations.
5
But
seconds
I'm sure Sand King
remaining.
can, play around and pull the wave towards yourself, those kind of things to still
Reserve
survive.
time.
I'm more just thinking about the Bat Rider, right? The Mind Control Bat Rider plus the Slider works so well. They look fantastic with it. There's still a chance we might see it. I wouldn't be too shocked to see them run like a dual offlane scenario with Slider Bat Rider, have Timber Saw up in that top lane, and maybe even see that matchup that you're talking about with Matumba Man on the Timber.
Yeah,
We'll see. For now, it's the mid focus of the Sniper.
and the
10
OD.
seconds
Nobody wants
remaining.
mid players to play. Apparently, that's what's going on right now. I would definitely be a little bit
5
worried after that
seconds
Morphlane
remaining.
showing that we saw last time, and Finem obviously taking the IO away that enabled
Reserve time.
the Miracle Morphling just go out of control. But we still do have to be worried about several of those other heroes. Like Invoker is one that he's been shown time and time again to be able to really dominate with. Shadow Fiend also in the pool. Those will come later. In your eyes, do you need to think about banning out that Necro for Finem? All right. Apparently not.
Well, and Liquid actually took out the Bat Rider, and nope, there it is.
That's why. All right.
F&M, aha! Got you.
All right. I think he's won every match that he's played so far. Is this just that good, or do you think that you need to be able to play around it also?
I guess
10
it's a little bit of
seconds
both. He's just a
remaining.
really strong hero right now, so teams are still getting used to him, I'm sure. Maybe
5
like this
seconds
could be the
remaining.
safe plan. Ooh, oh ho ho.
Radiant
A
team
friendly
pick.
face, the foe, the ice cone.
Liquid's
And then the
For sure.
Pudge.
All right, I love this.
What the hell is happening? All right, Finem just want to go for it, and it's worth noting Liquid don't have much setup outside of the Slardar. They're going to need to address that in the next couple picks.
Okay.
10 seconds.
Oh, plenty of
remaining.
early pressure here from F&M. Got to watch out for those Pudge hooks. Rubik Pudge
5
roaming around,
seconds
Sand King
remaining.
off lane. Necrophos likely going to be safe, but still could be mid. It's definitely not any sort of a guarantee
Reserve time.
quite yet. And Liquid, now I need to think about this Slardar. What's his job going to be? You've watched your opponents struggle to try and focus this Necrophos down in lane. Someone like the Slider needs to get up and close. He just runs at you. I mean, that's what this hero does. He has a Darkseer to help him out to do it. And
Radiant
that
team ban.
was his whole job. Now they just go back for this Invoker, so throw him mid.
Yeah. This feels like
Should
that
be interesting.
that type of control that we were sort of talking about there is that you, like, I think that's one of the big problems and the
10
reasons why
seconds
Age Apparition
remaining.
doesn't see a ton of play is because you just don't apply
5
and that much
seconds
pressure
remaining.
unless you're like part of an aggro tri-lane or something early, and then you have other people that can make up for your lack of a stun.
Reserve time.
But now, like, Invoker there, they've got a Blast on top of it, a Slaughter Crush. Like, maybe go back for a Darkseer here for Liquid?
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that would be the classic combo. Just head that over to
5
Matama Man too,
seconds remaining.
or rather the Timber Saw over to Matama Man, and then you give Darkseer to Mind Control. Could also look for a Faceless Void. Be kind of cool. Is that a?
They
did
didn't
they
ban?
skip a ban?
Liquid's turn to ban.
Okay.
Wow. Unusual. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. Wait, is it just bugged?
It's really bugged. No, it's not bugged. That the arrows are bugged.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
reserve
okay.
time for Liquid. They did skip their ban. That can't be intentional. There's no way.
Liquid's turn to pick.
Oh well. That happens, I guess.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, plenty of options though. I still kind of like the Faceless Void. I think that'd be cool. I'd like to see it
10
again and see if
seconds
they can make it work a little bit better. They obviously have some faith in the hero.
5 seconds
I wanted to
remaining.
check to see if anybody had disconnected, and it looks like Spartan hasn't. So a couple of them did disconnect and then
Reserve
reconnect.
time.
They're gonna go for the Nyx actually.
Radiant team
Okay.
pick.
This it's on a shorter cooldown, so it should be able to help out better for the acceleration of the AA. Like you just basically every 40 seconds of the AA Ice Blast, you're going to be probably pretty close to being ready to Vendetta between scouting around and
10
everything. Whereas you don't want to
seconds
wait for
remaining.
every single chrono to Ice Blast to try and accelerate your team and push forward. This should allow
5
them to be a little bit more
seconds
aggressive,
remaining.
help out the Slardar to actually get him to a better spot perhaps early on. Okay, and get some gold going with the Timber Saws, some ganks around the map, some Sun Strikes. I like it. Nice little combo from him. Liquid, and then similarly from Adfinem. Not a wild choice here with the mid Shadow Fiend.
Very easy peasy from them. We'll see if they're going to be able to pull it back, maybe off the back of some sick hooks. As Pudge, always a pleasure to watch in these games. Team Liquid facing off against Adfinem in this final game of the evening for us. Well, it's actually sort of midday for me. I don't know what it's at your place, but getting ready to get going. And it looks like Invoker still doing the exort stuff that we saw him do yesterday. Do you like this? Do you think he's going to continue to sort of go for that type of build, or do you think that it's worth it to get a couple points up in Wex for the tornado range and such?
It should just be the standard full exort style. Make sure you get your Sunstrikes going. Help out your Nyx with his ganks. Old standby Invoker Nyx combinations. That would be the way we'd probably be looking towards it here. And Miracle will just be those big Sunstrikes. That game was very fun to watch them the other day, where he just got himself a Midas so quickly, getting so many of the last hits
No.
with every one of those Sunstrikes.
Is he inside of the Nyx right now? That is a little creepy. Not gonna lie. Is it going over there, Miracle? As everybody waits to get started, hopefully there aren't too many issues getting into this game, actually. As we have had a couple of problems in the past with... And Pudge respawn just right over there on the side. Look at that little, like, mace thing he has. That is intimidating.
Oh yeah, that's all medieval.
Jeez.
And that got a pretty cool shield too, although half of it looks weird.
It's got broken. Yeah, it actually got broken in half, it looks like. That's strange. I don't know how I feel about
Interesting.
that. It reminds me of
All right.
Braveheart.
It's patched up. I like it.
Yeah. You a big fan of Braveheart?
It's all right.
Yeah.
The Mel Man,
The Mailman?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, got it. All right, yeah, I see what you're saying now. All right, I'm with you. Well, hopefully this game gets underway shortly so we can stop talking about Braveheart and Pudge cosmetics. But lanes, as far as they work out, and the early little movements that we might end up seeing, as pings are just going all over the damn place. Are you expecting to see some Spartan rotations to try and find some kills?
No, I think he'll just farm jungle.
Really?
Just no.
I mean, he could do it.
Sorry,
There's that one creep
I was
flap
just being
over
a
there.
jerk.
There's that
Yeah,
one.
we might see him do that.
Yeah.
That wouldn't actually be the weirdest thing if you're Radiant side, give it a little bit of time, but no, he should just be looking to do Pudge things, get stuff done. It's gonna be pretty funny watching Madara now play this Necrophos. Team's trading the obnoxious hero. But they'll get their smoke up. They've got their wards. Did they smoke on the Dire too? They did not. Perhaps GH will be spotted here. He is.
Mm.
And he had one more observer.
What?
Whoa.
All right. Are they gonna get both of those for free? Oh, that. Oh man. Wait. All right.
Oh, that was close. All right.
That could have been
Saved.
bad. So a little bit of.
Ten
Nice.
fingers. Holy shit. Yeah, seriously. I can't believe he got both of those. That's crazy.
That was nicely done. Dara knows what's up.
We are asking
I
the same.
think
How
now.
did you do that?
Look at these guys. Some mutual respect being shown.
30 seconds. to battle.
I think the answer is not. Isn't it anybody who can touch Madara? Or okay.
I don't know these memes, dude. I'm not a good memer. You know this.
No. Neither am I. It's fine. I owned him today. All right, a little bit of casual trash talk as well.
Nice,
It's
good.
great.
The matchmaking stories come out here finally.
Yeah,
The real truth.
that's what you wanted to hear. Got lucky.
The battle
I'm loving this. This is great. A little bit of casual trash talk, fun communication. You don't see this in NA.
Oh no, never.
Yeah. I did see some Chinese trash talking. It was great. So there was this clockwork that went in, and Cogs pushed somebody out. They got the 2 last hits on the creeps, and then the guy was like plus 26 or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember.
and then
I
the
was there for that.
I think it was great.
Yeah.
And then the clockwork ended up killing him later, and he was like plus 263.
Yeah,
It's
that was pretty good.
wonderful.
Well, Ancient Apparition I always find to be a very interesting hero. You know, he's someone that people have. He was called for so long during the reign of Alchemist. That was, almost a year back, I guess, at this point, or several months. But no one was really picking AA up against the Alchemist, and everyone's like, "When's everyone just gonna do it? Like, this Alchemist guy is so annoying. It isn't AA the counter, and no one was really doing it." But then, Liquid, they found their way. They went for it, leading up into like the majors and TI last year, and it was always just about Kuro getting a ton of experience early on, being given a ton of space for pulling camps, and then typically they'd always have some sort of a jungling core. So. Maybe a Juggernaut or an Ursa or something that could just head into the jungle relatively early on and open up a ton of room for Kuro to get really fast levels. So we'll see if they keep that same idea moving forward. The other aspect was always just using it aggressively. It's not like a defensive sort of an ultimate, right? You want to be setting it up. You want to be getting the kill. You want to be getting objectives off the back of your Ice Blast every single time. Just focusing down that one very important hero. So we should be looking for Vendetta, Impales, or just Blink Crushes right into Ice Blast on top of Madara for the majority of this game.
Oh, and of course, going to need to make sure that he has the setup from the rest of his team there as well. You know, you speak about pulling, and we've been seeing a little bit from it already in Ad Finem's case, as Rubik was able to get the range creep from the mid lane, and then you have Pudge that's also doing the pulls on this medium camp. So there are a lot of, I guess, controversial, is that the word, pulls? Bullshit, some people have said. I'm not exactly sure which way I stand on it, but we'll see if maybe next time we get it.
Pudge is jungling. I mean, it happens.
All right,
He was trying to do the. Yeah.
You got the range creep again for both of them, but not the full creep wave.
Yeah, not quite as devastating. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy pulls right now. You were quite correct between our. Can you imagine? Wait, have they been doing both? Oh my god.
Yeah, they've been doing both.
Sorry, I was a little zoned out there for that moment. That's really dickish.
Yeah. There's not the friendly trash
Gives
talk
you a
anymore.
bad rep, guys. No one wants to scrim with you if you're gonna pull this shit in officials. Rubik pulls mid, Pudge pulls bottom. They're
Yeah.
lucky it's a 2-minute spawn, and Spartan might go for it again here too. Oh,
Yeah.
this is nasty.
Yeah, it's actually really good. And the unfortunate part is they don't have great heroes to contest either. Kuroki might be in a little bit of trouble here. We'll have another Burrow Strike in a second, but Matumba Man fends him off for the moment. You can already tell, though, it's starting to make a difference. 8-1 on the Invoker versus the 14-4 for the Shadow Fiend. And down here bottom, it's not been great for the Nyx Assassin either. Oh,
Yeah,
going
these-
for the
these guys
pull.
are cut.
Sunstrike. Almost able to
Almost
take down
got
Thug.
Now they're gonna try and maybe bait Miracle up to the high ground here. Just be careful though.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring him too close to Thug.
Maybe next time is here as well. Trying to find a pullback, but Well, they actually did get it, and the hook in. Oh, nicely played there. Able to get him. One raise, two raise, double kill for Thug. Oh, beautifully played by Finem. Exactly what they needed.
You can see the pings for maybe next time. He's like, here, please, hook here. I am going here. It's a very nice throw. And they had no choice but to try and commit there, too, to try and save the Invoker. So it was either going to be Shadow Fiend goes down and they survive, or they were both going to die.
Soldier's fortune.
Miracle, at least he'll have a haste rune to himself here if he wants to launch himself up to it.
Yeah. Well, this is now the, I think, second day in a row we've seen Finem running these side pulls and mid pulls just to mess with the opposing mid laner, and it was devastating in the other games that we watched. And now you have GH that basically just has to sit here and try and stand guard, but he's already level 2, so I don't know. How do you feel this has affected the game so far as Liquid, and are they hurting really a lot?
It's definitely frustrating mid, like 12 lasted difference. Oh, wow, long hook.
Oh, Spartan did it, and Thug on a roll.
That ward paying off and just expiring too. So right before it goes down, gets this last big value play out. Bottom lane, they missed that last pull, but it's been working pretty well so far. Mind control still level 4.5. Surprised he's that low. Just Madara doing a great job of zoning him out, looks like, and just forcing him off the wave. That extra regen from Nyx somewhat negated out by the fact that you have the Heartstopper aura here.
Yeah. And more pulls coming in for maybe next time. Currently level 3, and I mean, you can take a look at the difference in terms of net worth. It's about 1,000 right now into the favor of Finem, and roughly 75 or 750 experience as well. Looking for the hook now. On to Matumba Man. Whoo! That was close. Almost devastating.
Yeah, that's like one of their only hopes of killing him too. It's like him under tower right now.
Yeah.
Still very tanky, Matumba. 3 points in the reactive armor. Level 6 means
oh,
too close.
Madara, bottom lane, Sunstrike coming in as well. They are not going to be able to kill him. Ghost Shroud. Oh, Lord. And now turning it back around onto GH. Yeah, Madara's going to be full HP.
What a hero.
Oh,
who doesn't
God.
love a good Sadist?
Hook top. They find that kill as well. Jesus, this is a really rough game right now for Liquid.
For them, okay. They're making things work. They got their pulls going. They got their other pulls going with the hooks too, just on the actual heroes. Instead, Creepwave, Skylark in a little bit of trouble. They should be able. Oh, Sunstrike! Yeah, there's waves, and he's fighting. Yeah, he's fine. Lots of HP. Not bad.
They might be able to find
pull.
this.
Oh, he's still close to 6 on Skylark too.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have much mana.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have enough for anything actually, so wouldn't have been able to amount to. It might have actually just gotten the Sand King killed, honestly.
Yeah, and he's just hanging around, waiting for that shrine to come up.
Or
another 15 seconds.
Hey, look at that! They're gonna pull this lane too. God damn it!
I'll confess, I tested all of these things with Tiny too, and it's disgusting. You can pull every single lane with Pudge too.
Oh, Thug might be in trouble
sides.
though. Mid lane, Sunstrike coming in is gonna hit him. Not enough time for everybody else to be able to make anything happen. Madara might be able to take down GH here. Ah. Not enough mana, and also on cooldown the Reaper Scythe, so they lose the Shadow Fiend.
Filthy plays, but yeah, that nice little bounce back here from Liquid. So they get their first kill of the game, and Miracle shrining on up here. 0-0, or rather 0-1-1, 25 last hits, and we'll see if he still opts in towards the assumed Midas.
It has been a really frustrating game for him. It's not often that you see this, but came off the back of, going against the Shadow Fiend who had the creep wave pretty much always under his tower because the lanes were pressured in. And it is not going to be an easy road for him to come back into this.
Delusion being rather obnoxious up here, following Skylark around everywhere. Bottom lane.
Oh my god. Madara ends up getting gone on. Ghost Shroud. Whoo! That would have been bad.
I don't think I could have mentally handled him living there. So, that's good. That's 4 heroes down. They brought their carry in Matumba Man. And they got the job done this time. So, first little bit of pressure onto this tower. Necrophos held the line for a long time, but Matumba Man's down here now. He's going to be difficult to shake off. And Crow's just down here for the ride, trying to get up into level 6.
Oh, they found Spartan. A good bit of damage out there. The Chakram will be able to finish it off, and apparently they're scanning. Yes, they are actually there. You know, maybe next time. They're going to be cutting this creep wave here consistently, so needs a response right now. Madara shows up, and
He's got his Veil. Decent amount of early magic damage. Could help if SF joins one of these engagements too.
he finds Kuro here. Kuro will just die, I think. They get the Impale. Well, maybe actually with this, they're able to get enough damage. Sunstrike coming through as well off the back of it, and Spartan looking for the hook off the mark. The early finesse and movements from Ad Finem starting to be in a little bit of trouble, although maybe next time is making plays. That is for sure. Trying to run. There's the Impale, or rather the Vendetta damage.
All right, more people to slaughter, it looks like. Kuro, done.
Oh, wait. They got Matumba Man also, though.
It's a bloodbath in the bottom lane. Everyone's just TPing down here. At least this gives some space to Miracle to try and go towards that Midas here. Get the hands up. He's got his 400 gold. He's like, all right, everyone else is slowing down, and I'm just charging up, man. I'm chucking some Sunstrikes. I'm catching up on last hits. My life is good. But that was very important for FNM too. I mean, Liquid, what did they just do? Like, from 0 kills straight up to 5. Fortunately, FNM finally able to get that Timber there.
Yeah, and that was sort of their main leader in terms of net worth. And now, if Ad Finem are able to make some type of a move in the next couple of minutes, like find a pick off on the Invoker or something, it feels as if this would sort of swing back into their favor yet again. Although they drop a ward right in front of GH's face, almost on him basically. So they shouldn't probably be caught out by that one or farm within vision, I would imagine.
Yeah, Kuro's already on his way with the sentries, so that one's done. A little bit of extra gold for Kuro.
Who is level 6, despite being the lowest net worth in the game. He's not the lowest level.
Trying to set it up right now too. This is the perfect time when Thug's at the camps, but he's a little bit too late. And the proximity of Kuro as well can make this difficult. His ward will now be spotted out. And the hook.
A little bit off the mark. They are going to be able to find him, though. They have ulti from Spartan if they wanted to use it. Nick's still here. Could go for Thug. There's the Impale. Going to connect. They have Sunstrike. Oh, the Ice Blast is off, and they're actually not going to be able to find that kill. Spartan gets that, and this should be another kill going back the way of Thug. Immediately pops the regen rune. Now Miracle also in trouble, and they get a nice tornado to try and escape. Burrow Strike back up in 4 seconds. Can they kill him off? Looking for the long-range raise, and Burrow off the mark. They need one raise. They need it bad. They are going to be able to get a double, but Miracle escapes.
I actually thought Thug was big. He started turning with that last raise off cooldown. I thought maybe for a moment.
Yeah.
But they're not fun. And that goes to show some of the issues with Ancient Apparition, though. If that hits, I mean, Thug's dead. So much of the damage of the preceding kills is just not there at all. And they likely both just get away with the kill onto the Shadow Fiend. So very tough to set up every time. They're going to try it again here.
Madara.
Necessary.
Overkill is still kill, and they take him down. But I'd still maybe be a little bit worried about this Ad Finem lineup. It feels like if they kind of group together at a certain point with Necro, it's going to be very hard for Team Liquid to fight into that. But they've been doing a great job of slowing down the advancement and making sure that they find those pickoffs whenever they can.
Not sure what that Sunstrike was aiming at. Must have just been an illusion or something.
I think it hit Thug, did some damage, so I'm not sure though. It's down to about half HP.
Like threw it into the Radiant Jungle.
Okay.
Maybe he's just kind of scouting movements or something. Oh, well, I wonder if he was scouting because he was seeing if there was someone there waiting for a bounty rune, using that as scout. That'd be pretty next level. But that was kind of what it looked like. Either way, gets his Midas now. Not too bad. Considering the start, considering there's a Rubik in your lane, pulling it, I would be okay with my current situation as Miracle, but I'm also trash at Invoker and everything else in Dota, so, you know, he's probably not too happy. Thug, very happy. Top of the net worth, moving into a Shadow Blade. Get himself a decent game for the Silver Edge. It's one of those items, it's like, it's okay against Timber, but probably not going to be a big necessity. I don't see the extra investment doing a lot of work this game.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Probably just go BKB or something after.
Well, we're now looking like that's that group up time, and this is where Maybe the... Oh, God, yeah. All right, there's a Burrow Strike connection. They don't quite hit on the Sun Strike that had been stolen by Rubik, so... Looks like Kuroki will escape with that one, and now Thug in maybe a little bit of trouble. They get the hook back. Oh, nice play there as well by Spartan. Make sure that Thug is able to escape and alive, and the stun. Ghost Shroud used by Madara, looking for a catch. They don't have the mana right now as of yet, but he is going to be able to pop the sick charges and go for the Reaper Scythe. A nice Burrow Strike connects onto 2. They get out the Requiem of Souls, not doing a ton of damage, but still going to be able to bring down Miracle. Nice play there as well. Matumba Man on the low ground. Mind Control still looking for an opening. He could kill off Spartan here, and the Impale, it isn't quite going to be enough. 30 HP. Matumba Man still getting ran down. They get the catch, and he is going to drop. So they don't even lose the Pudge there. Team Liquid losing 3.
Enemy Shrine is ready, in case you're wondering. I see it's been pinged here, but yeah, nicely done. Good for Ad Finem, pressing their advantage. That's what you want to do. Try and pick on this Invoker when he's nothing but the Midas. And he doesn't... Well, I'm not sure. I guess just like slowing down this Timber Saw too. Pretty important. Just giving that free full farm in the top lane. And now he's further away from the Bloodstone. Nyx Assassin doesn't really have too much to offer until he has his Blink Dagger. Once he's out of Vendetta, that is. Scouting is certainly still valuable at this point in the game, but difficult in those kind of engagements. So, well done. They have to just chuck out an Ice Blast. And geez, man, you made something click in my head so funny in that fight too when you said the stolen Sunstrike. I didn't even consider the fact that that was just it was a random Rubik Sunstrike.
Oh, okay.
He was farming. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
It's like, oh, I forgot that he was even near Invoker, but that was when they killed him mid.
Oh, Rubik, by the way, has Impale, which is pretty neat. That is a great spell to steal, and LGH, they're taking some damage. Maybe next time is going to pop right there. As
that
also
was
Spartan.
Yeah, that was not Rubik's Sunstrike. That was Invokers.
That was
the one that just killed Rubik. Yeah.
GH is a little
guys.
bit unfortunately stuck up there on the cliff as they managed to find that kill. So 3 go down across the map. Spartan was also able to pick up one of those. Level 9 currently on this Pudge. And as soon as the group up starts to happen, Nyx's effectiveness is dropped off quite heavily until that Blink Dagger comes up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The Ice Blast sailing through to try and slow things down. Haven't quite seen the impact of that yet so far in this game, but again, it is one of those things that you kind of need that setup from the Nyx to really make it effective. You want to be like somewhat close as the AA. It's not so much about that long range blast kind of a deal, but the perfect setup onto that hero and then fighting the fight from there. So his Blink, as well as one for GH, can be the most important things for Liquid, and then we'll finally see the full power of this draft. The question is, will they have handed over too much gold to Liquid by then? Or rather to FNM by then to make it too difficult for them to fight since the items are theirs. We start to approach, but a 4K lead here for FNM.
Oh, thought about it. A little bit of a misplay there by Thug. Accidentally right-click. Now going to get the AA blast on top of him as well as a bit of extra damage. Oh, Thug. I know you didn't want to do it that way. That's unfortunate. Matumba Man is going to drop, but that could have been so much better for Adfinum. That was a pretty big flub by Thug.
Radiant structures
And
are
that puts
fortified.
Madara really close to this Blade Mail. In fact, he could just hop on over to the side shop and buy it.
Yeah. Kind of an interesting decision to go for that. Do you like the Blade Mail on Madara? It feels like normally you see like a mech or something. Guardian
no,
Breeze.
it's so good. There's a couple different builds people have been running with Necro. Big fan of this one. You're in the middle of the fight. They have to try and deal damage to you. And, well, up against Kuro, too. Poor guy.
Dire's bottom tower is
720
under
HP.
attack.
He actually lands it onto Madara, could run into some trouble.
Top lane, they have been able to find Skylark, and, well, he is going to end up dropping to that one. Not able to quite escape away, even though he was outside of it for a second. That burn damage doing enough.
And mid lane, Thug. There is a sentry there, so Kuro, nah, not going to matter.
Throw an AA blast for good measure, but that time Thug did not really mess around. No fuss, no muss. Just taking down people.
Still looking towards Roche. Haven't made a solid effort towards it yet from Adfinem. Maybe not feeling quite comfortable enough. It is definitely still an option as well for Liquid too, though. You know, they pick up a couple kills, maybe they're near the pit, or if they want to try and do a smoke play, just amplify or corrosive haze.
Dire's middle tower is under
Miracle with that alacrity can do quite a bit of work to the guy. And with Mythos smoke, possible that they'll head in towards it. Just be a play with mind control too.
Yeah. I mean,
Speaking of smokes, add Finem.
right, they're ready to go. This actually, oh, Miracle. This could be really bad for him. The jump in, Burrow Strike
no
is
mana.
there. Hook in as well. They crush, but it wasn't quite on target. That's going to be a kill, and GH also in some trouble. Ice Blast is not going to affect any of these heroes. Did not even apply the debuff. And Thug just going to sprint on up to the top lane and take down this tower.
Yeah, they have absolutely nothing with those two heroes down too. And look at the positioning by Thug. He's like, kill this tower as fast as possible. Give me that alacrity. Maybe next time. I laughed when he used it on himself during that last fight. That was pretty funny. Rubik's just clicking away, but
Radiant's bottom tower
now that
is under
Thug's here,
attack. Dire's top
Yeah.
tower
plenty of
has
damage to
fallen.
be thrown about.
Oh, and they spotted out Mind Control, who went into Vendetta. I think that they were waiting with the Skylark just to
middle tower is
break a
under
TP
attack.
if he was going to come back to defend.
Dire's top tower
But now,
has
I mean, they still have pretty much everything. They don't have Reaper's Scythe, but Requiem of Souls is there. They can throw out hooks when they want to. A-Blast is going to connect here onto pretty much everybody, and a good crush. Thug in some trouble. There's the lift up by the Rubik, and going to be able to control him with the Dismember as well. Heal's going to come out shortly. Thug's still alive, and now is going to be able to heal back up.
The duration is so low on AA. That's why that Aghanims is one of the best ones in the entire game. Takes the duration from 8 seconds at level 1 or 10 seconds at max level to 17 just all the time. Get that Scepter. So you can see how it's not that effective against Necrophos. You're kind of hoping that your AA is going to have some higher levels by the time they're pushing into your tier 3.
Still 800 gold away from Bloodstone for Matumba, man. It has been a bit of a rough one for them. GH went in for the crush. The lift up was there. They take down the Slardar. Liquid on their last legs. Can they even like hold their tier 3 here? It's just about that 20-minute mark, and
Dire's top tower has
this is what Pudge does so effectively. It's really hard to come up and contest this at all. Oh, nice Impale, gonna be able to catch. They don't save Thug though, instead deciding to save their other buddy, and Mind Control is going to drop for it, but they lost the Shadow Fiend. Nice lift up again by him maybe next time. Tornado goes out, that should kill the Rubik almost with the, well, not quite. All right, they hook him out again. Spartan trying to be the manliest of men, but is gonna be paid for it as Miracle gets a double. So heavily overextending right there, and Ad Finem end up losing 3.
Yeah, they've just thrown a lot of gold back to the way Liquid, and a lot of it landing with Miracle here. But 880 gold, he's rich now. They are definitely going to go into Roche. They've already Corrosive Hazed it up. There's an Arcane Rune to boot, just in case it wasn't easy enough already. 15 Bloodstone charges on Matumba Man.
Oh. And they
Dire's
aren't going to
middle
go
tower
for it.
is
Probably a
under
good
attack.
decision. Skylark was there. Maybe if they wait until he actually goes in with the Epicenter, they could have taken the fight, but too scary otherwise.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's totally fine. You force to the buyback. Life's good. Head in, get a little bit richer. Miracle with this Aghanim Scepter, 1,300 gold. Ready to possibly head into a mobility item as well. Well, GH, he's done a great job. I guess no one's really seen too much from GH, of course. Relatively new to the competitive scene, but this guy is always around getting tons of farm. Reminds you of maybe like Solo. He's always able to find these lanes, be it like Lena's or being in this case a Slardar, but he always finds his way into that secondary item, which is very important when you start getting to your like 25, 30-minute games, that you're not just stuck on that first bit. And definitely a bounty rune fiend. I don't know, this guy. I feel like he's always sitting on every bounty rune that spawns. But
Gotta
it's
get
only
that
in enemy
value.
territory, never his own.
Yeah. Maximum value. Well, in the meantime, currently Ad Finem, lane's pushed out. They've got Vision over here to the side where we would see Liquid moving in to try and contest. And it looks like Liquid are going to try and find some sort of initiation.
Dire's middle tower
Drop down a
is under
couple of
attack.
wards as well. Ad Finem have pretty good vision in this area, though. This might be a tough one for Liquid to fight into.
It is still a little bit of a bunch up though, which is, you know, a lot of people, we talk about the early Aghanim Scepter on Invoker, and it's super good high ground. When they come to fight you there and you just dump all your spells, but when it's in these open areas of engagement, it can be very difficult to get all these spells down when you don't have a single mobility. Oh, he has bought the Blink. Okay, my mistake. It is there now. So yeah, that is super scary. He blinks up there when they're all sitting on that high ground. If they can catch a glimpse of them for just a
Radiant's
moment
bottom
too,
tower is under attack.
he's fully ready to unleash his arsenal. But that's good. Much more threatening now that Miracle has actually picked that one on up and now moving in towards this Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah. Worth noting also, though, that we did pick up a Blink Dagger on Rubik, so he can get in on the back line of them and maybe try and steal a spell or two from the Invoker as he whirls around in that, craziness that we've seen Miracle play on Invoker time and again. Bottom lane, they've been able to find Spartan, and, well, if the right clicks weren't enough, the Ice Blast certainly was. They take him down.
Not too big of a deal there for them. And they try and deward here, but they don't find anything. It's actually this one down here by Madara, so still scouting out what Necrophos is up to. And they'll smoke, but it's not, it's kind of obvious maybe just because they hit this board here too, saw them sneaking on back, so.
Burrow.
Oh, not obvious enough.
They got him. Miracle in some trouble, pulled back and taken down. And it felt like they were holding on right now, but this might be a big initiation. Oh god, GH has to be so careful here. They have buyback.
Yeah, they want to pressure them, so they'll leave the pit, but they just don't want to buy back on Miracle.
They realized right there as well that Thug picked up the DD rune, so this Roche is going to go very quickly. Got to be very careful. They're not going to be able to stop this, I don't think, unless they go in right now. Roche, they're not going to get it. Yeah, they're not going to use the buyback, and Roche gets taken, and now jump
you're
forward.
just nearby.
I don't know why they were going out there. Like, if you're going to be there, you have to come and contest. Thug jumps into the middle of them, starting to bring them pretty low. A nice stun turnaround, and Skylark is going to die by Kuroki. So maybe a little bit of a bait there.
Yeah, nicely done. No, I think they just thought that there wasn't any vision. They had placed a sentry. It just immediately got sentryed by the Radiant now, but they hadn't scouted out that high ground ward quite yet. So aggressive play there from FM. It is punished. So their posturing wasn't all too bad there from the side of Liquid. And another Bloodstone charge onto Tumba. Up 16.
All right, well, and it's starting to feel now as well. You got this Liquid team. They've got a ton of late game carries. The laning stage was a pretty big disaster. But now that you're starting to get these core items up, we talked about the Blink Dagger up on the Invoker. You've got Bloodstone there for the Timbersaw. They can really start to punish even a group-up team fight from Ad Finem. And I don't know, are we starting to think that maybe Ad Finem are on a little bit of a clock at all, or do you still think that this lineup is going to scale incredibly well into the late game?
Yeah, I think you could say that they're on a clock in terms of their advantage. Like, it's already starting to dwindle, despite the fact that they just got Roche. Like, it's not even looking that good for them right now. They're getting around the map on Miracle. He'll have bots eventually, too. It looks like he does want to be safe with the Lincolns first, which is good because Madara's building into that Aghanim Scepter.
Ooh.
Find him.
Well, they get the dust a little bit late.
Radiant's top tower is
So-
under attack.
Ended up being fine. That could have been a lot worse if it was anything but an Invis rune. That would have been terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would say that FM, they need to kind of keep this pressure. They really want to get a lot done with this Aegis. They'd love to close out the remaining towers and get these shrines down, which it looks like they should be able to at least clear up for the bottom lane. And then from there, FM are going to start to look for that big Necrophos play, try and get the Aghanims going. It does not cancel buyback anymore, though, which is very important in these kind of situations. It was always kind of a frustrating mechanic when, kind of a core aspect of the game. But that's the important part of Doa. Some heroes are supposed to be exceptionally annoying and kind of broken.
Oh, yeah.
But don't have to worry about that anymore, guys.
You can see now as well that Rubik, stolen Alacrity, this is going to give so much more pushing power from the side of Ad Finem. The tower is going to drop really quickly, and we'll see how they come and try and deal with this. Mind Control not going to hit onto the stun, and Blast coming. Oh, nice blink away. They almost caught him there with the hook from Spartan. Tornado connects onto one. The EMP not going to make it either. Only having
just kind of waiting down here too, still keeping that same angle. All right, they'll come home now. Wants to be here in case they do keep going high ground. Thug, that should be his Hurricane. Yeah, now delivered on the courier. And again, making this a little bit tougher.
Oh, Sunstrike. They get the burrow. Miracle controlled for the moment. At Finem, they go out with the Requiem of Souls. Not sure if it's going to be enough damage. They did take down Kuro, though, and
They
Thug
reapered him.
waiting. I mean, he's gone for a long time now. Tornado connects, but... Oh, and that burns the Aegis. All right, nicely played there. A good snipe used by Invoker. Maxed out Tornado there. And...
Interesting. I guess it won't matter. I mean, he's the Aghanim, so the cooldown's so low on the Aghanim Scepter, but not having that sight.
Oh, God. GH dropping low. They are going to be able to find that kill, so just getting picked off over and again. Like, 45 seconds now. They might have to use this buyback if they want to save the racks. The Impale not going to connect onto anybody, and Rubik able to steal that. Oh, a nice hook in immediately. That's the buyback for GH. He's going to go down. Meteor not nearly going to do enough. Miracle trying the Deafening Blast to stop it. They do manage to bring him down. No buyback, 70 seconds. Everybody from Advenom is low, but is it going to be enough? I don't know if they're going to be able to kill him. All right, that Ice Blast is pretty sick.
Hit 3.
Holy crap, 4 on it. Actually, Spartan almost dead too. So they hold with that.
I thought Mind Control was going to make plays and he came in there at the end. That Reaper Scythe on Kuroki actually did so much work. It was kind of sketchy because it looks like a waste because he's been hooked in. He's at like 100 HP and they give him the Scythe, but not typically a hero is going to have buyback, right? At least not this early in the game. And so it worked out perfectly. It gave him so much time to work with, not having to worry about that Ice Blast coming through. And
Matumba, he's left alone here as well. Oh, man. They just didn't expect that they were going to be hanging out there, I guess.
Yeah, that was like the old fake back. Very nicely done.
Well, it was looking good for a little bit. Almost 10,000 net worth lead now, and Finem catching up in experience as well.
That should help.
All right, well, things certainly were looking pretty sketchy. It's hard to believe that during that spike in like the net worth, or well, I guess during that little dwindling before our big spike, that they had actually taken a Roche in that window. Like that's just how well Liquid were farming around the map. So still yet to be seen if they can keep that starting to like dwindle right back down, keep going on that downward trajectory for the side Liquid, try and gain a little bit more gold for them. Mind Control, no sentries mid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not gonna find anything.
Keeping it safe. I gotta commend Liquid here for their use of vision around the map, but problem is that Skylark has picked up this gem now, and they should be able to deward a lot of this around there. The other thing, though, is maybe Finem could end up investing in some more wards of their own. Like, they're not really closing out Liquid from farming around the rest of the map. Liquid still feel very safe in a lot of these areas.
Yeah, that should start to change pretty soon. I would guess that they'll get their big rotation moving on through now. They have the gem. They just want to check every single spot, so it's a bit slow. Like blink up here and double check now. Smoked, and we'll get their own little bit of a mission. Ooh, this is nice. A smoke and then immediate TP down bottom.
Very good. Spartan looking for his opening, expecting that Liquid is going to be back in there. They had this ward that was placed up on the high ground. Might have spotted some of them moving in, but doesn't look like they'll run into anybody yet.
Liquid also do have scan right now, so playing around the edges here from Mind Control, they might be tempted to use it.
Oh, they broke the
And
smoke.
smoke will pop.
They have the gem as well, but not quite going to run into him. They ping it out. Okay, they have eyes. They figure out that he's over there. Blink. Burrow not going to happen. Yeah, they guessed wrong.
Wow, that was close.
Mind Control was right. He gets left.
And Matumba Man's top. Pressuring on in. Feels like they were just up here pushing this out, and it's already right back into the tower. So every move being punished here by Liquid. Matumba Man still just sticking around, seeing exactly how far Thug wants to go with it.
We could see
and not really much else to do. He's got his bots anyway, so he can just chill here and wait till the perfect lane opens up for him.
And Dire scan Madara there, although he is going to leave now. So, oh man, that might have actually made them think that Matumba Man would be safe over here. He is getting gone on, but they won't be able to catch up and kill him. They're out. Yeah, this smoke is going to be wasted now by Mind Control, Kuroki, and GH. They might get Spartan. They still have a tier 1 tower mid. That kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, he has like almost 3,000 HP though.
Yeah. They jump, a lot of damage. Everybody there. Oh, Skylark actually got hit as well. They're both gone. Okay, Madara walks in as well. They're going to try and chase these guys down here. Maybe next time. Found Kuroki. There's the Chakram thrown out, stolen away, obviously. And they bring him down yet again. 78 seconds with no Ancient Apparition. Oh, good. GH manages to steal that one away. Looking for him. Oh, Tornado lift up. The meatball drops as well. The Deafening Blast not going to be able to follow him. And looks like that is going to be the end of it.
That is a great snag for Liquid, having that gem. And yeah, you look at that punch, like, well, he has 3,000 HP, but it doesn't matter if he gets Sunstrike, and Ice Blasted. And now all that map control that they were looking to assert from the side of Finem could go to waste here if they want to start trolling around here with the gem. On the side of Liquid, things looking good. And Thug building into a
Radiant's top
Scotty.
tower is under
Not
attack.
really an item that's going to change much
Ooh.
in terms of the layout of the fight or anything here.
Top lane. They pull him back in. Nicely played by Maybe Next Time, able to get the stun follow-up. He's been chain stunned since the very beginning of that initiation, and now the run forward. Oh, Sunstrike! Miracle making the plays. They find the hook back again on him. Matumba Man, he tries to escape, and, well, Skylark in a second. 4-step already used. They aren't quite going to be able to catch up to him. Oh, and he's out of there. Matumba Man, the plays.
That was sick. That Sunstrike saved him too, because Fable was off cooldown, and we're able to get pulled back in. That could have been enough damage to finish him off.
Radiant's
And now
bottom
that'll be a
tower is
BKB.
falling.
So that will not work next time.
That was really well done. I think really well done by the Rubik as well leading up to it. Like, maybe next time he lifts up into the Slither and Crush that he stole, and then afterwards able to, you know, set it up for the hook back by Pudge into the Burrow Strike, just like perfectly chained together. Unfortunately,
bots
Miracle's
will-
too good.
Yeah, and his bots will come out now too. And surprising how much he's been able to keep up and farm as well with the shouting, not even having bots, like not moving around the map as much as the Tumble Man.
Oh, Skylark. All right, thanks, buddy. We'll see you later. Tornado lift up. Oh, he still ends up dying at the end because of it.
Yeah, still a vision.
Madara's not afraid, though. Madara jumps into every damn person, and they hook back in one. Are going to be able to catch Matumba Man. He does have the BKB already popped at this point. Crush connects onto Madara, force snapped away by his team. Mind control, chase down as well. Thug is there looking for it. Sunstrike
so
off
low.
the board. They aren't going to be able to catch up to him. Out and away. These team fights have been insane.
Tumble was just getting absolutely chewed through there and barely got back. So close to going down. But I'm able to get that gem back, so that'll still be resting in the hands of the Dire.
Oh, did he get it? No, cold feet.
Oh,
Man,
maybe next time. Crazy.
he's been playing a fabulous game so far, and almost to the Aghanim Scepter. Still 2,000 gold away, but farming that hasn't been too bad. Oh, Kuroki gets caught again, and we'll get the added respawn damage. He does have buyback this time around, though. So 76
that
seconds.
really hurts when you have the gem, too. But you just walk up, place some vision, throw a hook.
Yep. Now there's the buyback. Tornado connects onto 3. Meatball down as well. Deafening Blast is there. The jump forward by Matumba Man wants to take down Spartan. He's out of mana at this point, but does have stick charges if they want to use that. Jump forward, Crush off the mark. Rubik still Deafening Blast and throws it into their face. The hook not quite there either. Skylark got stunned while he was going for the Burrow Strike. Madara no longer can get any of these heals, although Matumba Man starting to drop. Requiem Souls is going to come out. Doesn't do quite enough damage. He might have been able to kill off Matumba Man had he not gone for that. Is very low. Oh, a big crush! Tornado gonna lift up on them as well, but it actually saves them from a lot of the damage. The meatball has already been used, and Thug staying alive here for the moment. All right, Matumba Man's coming back in, large and in charge. Another crush onto Spartan. They are all going to drop. I doubted Miracle for a second, but holy shit, that was a big old combo.
Yeah, Force Staff should save maybe next time. Get back in, but damn, those tornadoes. I had to double check he wasn't 25 with the minus 15-second tornado cooldown. Felt like such massive determining moments in that fight.
Yeah.
All this AoE control coming out from Liquid.
And add Finem, who were once so far ahead, now down to Liquid in this late-stage game. And, I mean, what's their comeback mechanism at this point? I mean, do they... How do they start winning these fights again?
I guess you hope you can... Like, Matumba's so scary, but if his BKB is down and you can just get him near half and not waste too many resources and actually get the scythe kill, maybe then you'll have enough spells and time to bring down the rest of them, but... he seems to be the biggest target. Jumping in the back lines would be great if you could get Miracle. I felt like Skylark actually did so much work in that last fight, but they don't really have the best follow-up. The control, it's just there. Maybe if they can sync up some big 3-man stuns, the BKB from the SF, actually getting the Requiem off too. It's just, everything's kind of coming together for Liquid, whereas we're not just seeing that from Finem yet, but they'll be on the high ground now. They have the Pudge.
Miracle dropped. It ended up burning through the Aegis, and Spartan is going to have a very easy setup for this hook. Pulls him back in. No! A little bit too soon there for Spartan. Would have been a huge play. Could they hit that hook?
I think Matumba was waiting, though. I think he was going to blink.
Okay.
if the hook was off. I would only assume, because he would just blinking the way the hook and temper his way back out or something. But either way, doesn't end up connecting.
Oh. Still a very tense game at this point. 38 minutes into it. We've had 54 kills at this point, and starting to get to that stage where it feels like the game is on a knife's edge. Could go either way. Liquid are the ones winning the fights, but Finem can certainly push down lanes really quickly if they happen to get the nice initiation off. They hook back in one. Matumba Man, that's not a bad person to take down at the start. He is going to drop now, and I think Liquid need to bounce.
He kind of just got ditched there. Well, maybe he ditched himself, I guess. They were all just running up towards that top. I think trying to catch Madara as he was pushing top, but hooked in. Very well played by Spartan. And reactive armor is fantastic, but when Thug is just laying into you so quickly, it doesn't really matter when you're starting at like 0 stacks. Plus, oh, Thug. Thug. That is not the button, my friend. That is a little unfortunate. Swapping the BKB and the Hurricane Pike, I reckon.
I did not spot that one. I'm glad that you caught sight of it, though. And that's now down to what for him? 6 seconds? Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not like you're 10 second or anything, so probably won't end up mattering. There's no way there's going to be a pressure from Liquid that affects them. As I say that as he gets pinged.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be out of there in time.
Yeah, definitely. He's force-staffing himself out. He realizes what's going on. Another little interesting piece now. Rubik only 60 gold away from finishing off his Ags. Maybe next time. So often has been a playmaker for this team, and they're going to need him to show up big if they want to win the next engagement, because that is definitely a huge team fight help for them. Could put it over the top.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job this whole game of just making sure he gets that impale from mind control. Has done a ton of work. I always talk about how Nick's stun is one of the most annoying and difficult ones to land the whole game, but Rubik makes it look easy peasy. Up here right now, still invis. They're not going to walk past it, so very fortunate.
Oh? They spot him? No, they didn't quite spot him out there. They should realize, though, I'm sure Liquid realizes what's going on right now. This creep wave is pushing in, but they might still find somebody. As it breaks out, there's the burrow strike, a little bit off the mark. Nice blink away. Kuroki is going to be the one left alone. The hook, they didn't have vision there. And Liquid gets away with one while top lane is pushing in from Matumba Man, although he is going to be running right into the shrine. Maybe next time has found him. There's the impale as well as the lift at the same time. The rest of the buddies didn't want to dive for that one. Miracle is here instead.
They went bottom to try and chase Miracle.
The gem.
Get out.
Out there. A little bit of
Skylark
chaos.
almost had that catch on the Miracle too over by that shrine. Just you have to get the Yules off before the burrow, and he managed to get the Yules to pop it, but then he couldn't quite land that burrow in time.
Impaled to
Stunned
start.
on Spartan.
Force staffed away. Nicely done there. They get the debuff onto Skylark. Burrow strike connects onto him. Tornado's going to connect onto 2, but mind control is gone. Team fight's working into Ad Finem's favor, at least the pickoff game.
Still gonna have a lot of difficulties dealing with Miracle right now, though. The split push starts to come. He's got the 10-second BKB in case he does get caught out here. Really only having to worry about Pudge. But there is certainly potential that even in that
Matumba Man? He's going in on Skylark, the hook.
Yeah, this is a good fight, I think.
Off the mark. They have been able to find maybe next time. That should be the kill for them. They are going to be able to get the dismember off onto GH, lift up in the tornado. Okay, burrow strike. BKB not there, but they are still going to be able to find that kill. Meatball drops onto Skylark. He is going to die to this one. Almost, not quite. Should survive through it with the heals coming in. Barely left alive there. Sunstrike. Oh! Miracle got him! Holy crap.
Lord.
Gem on the ground. All right, they got to get that one. Style points for that man.
And they don't have the gem now, right? That was lost.
No, I think that they did pick it up.
Oh, no, they picked it back up for Spartan. Okay. Oh,
Ooh.
Miracle Tornado will catch him anyway.
God.
Okay, kind of another relatively even exchange, I suppose. Nothing too wild in the end, nothing game breaking. Everyone just pussyfooting about until we have Roche back up.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering, Madara's going back for the BKB, but it feels like at some point a sheep stick could completely change the dynamics of this game for Ad Finem.
Yeah, that's probably fair for both sides, honestly.
Yeah.
These BKBs doing a lot of work. Is there anyone working towards one, or no?
It looks like Sand King is going for the Ags. Maybe next item for Necro. He's probably going to need to get bots, though. Although he already has so many items.
queued up here too.
Because currently he actually doesn't even have a TP on him.
For now, the biggest game changer in the past 5 minutes or so is definitely going to be maybe next time in his Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's
attack.
kind of on him to start trying to make a big impact and difference in these fights. Overall, feeling relatively even when they engage, but they also haven't gotten that big jump on the Miracle quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one thing. If they do manage to bring him down, I'm just obviously going to have buyback, but he's the top dog right now for Liquid.
And, well, speaking of that, they are heading over in this direction. It would take some serious spidey senses for them to
have
find him in the
scan.
trees.
It wouldn't be the most unusual thing if he went for it, too.
A soldier's fortune.
Nice TPN. Well, bottom lane, we haven't talked a ton about Mind Control Zags, but he also picked that one up a little while ago and could be also a game changer in these fights.
Oh, that is true. That's definitely on par with the Rubik.
Although, considering how mobile all of this has been, like back and forth and just trying to outposition the opponents, having to stay in one place, maybe not quite as good as what Rubik has going for himself.
Yeah, not very impactful in the current moment, but once we get back into this Roche battleground and then the subsequent high ground push to the winner of the Roche fight, more than likely, that's when that'll come into play. And also has an added factor on the Rubik one, too. It's a little bit easier to pick and choose your spells in those cases when you're not dealing with so much fog of war.
Team
2 minutes here.
You can feel the tension here between the teams. You just gotta get in there, secure Roshan. There aren't really any wards over in this area right now. Oh, and that butterfly and the Shadow Fiend, that's a big one as well. Yeah, these are starting to change the dynamics of this game a whole heck of a lot. Timbersaw got the Whirling Death, plus 20 strength actually was the one that he went for, so just trying to bulk up even further. Looks like Smoke
Very
Plate would be
tanky.
an option.
That should help.
Are they going to trade off here? There was a call for pushing along top by Finem, but looks like they might find a pick off here.
I think it's a little easier for them to be aggressive compared to Liquid, just because, well, I guess Liquid, they still have this shrine. Probably not for long. They'll probably look to take it down now, but the fact that Finem still have this tower in the mid just means that they can actually use their shrines if they spot some sort of split push coming down bottom, and I may abuse it, but they'll go past the shrine. Dire
Ooh.
Vision, they see this coming.
Yeah, and also no buybacks currently on the Radiant at all. If, yeah, I think that they're just going to be able to find one. Miracle runs into him. He actually needs to get out of here really quickly. They have a gem on Pudge. He's going to TP out and away, actually. Kuroki is over there as well, trying to get out, and BKB Pop, they throw out a hook to pull back in one. A very strange fight to start this one off. Stolen amp damage, and they will be able to take down that Slardar, but felt like that could have been so much more. There's some really strange stuff being used in that fight.
That's one way to put it. Yeah, I think I was just a little panicking, not really able to see what happens. One death could alter this whole game, and never know when Roach is about to pop, as it just keeps scanning it around here for Liquid. And Spartan tried to make some sort of a TP play there, but couldn't quite find Miracle. By the way, his tornadoes have been on fire. Throws in some harass on the Thug.
All of these Force Staffs as well, though.
Middle tower
I mean,
has
it's
been
hard for them
denied.
to actually make these combos work unless they catch absolutely everybody. Getting closer to any other of these 25s here or stuff that really ends up mattering. Oh, nice Sunstrike on a Thug. Oh, a lot of damage, actually. Hook out, though. He'll be fine.
That's surprising he's taking this. Oh, that Ice Blast.
That might be enough. He's going to run out and away. Ice Blast connects on maybe next time, but still okay for the moment. This is a scary time. You want to go in, take down Roche. The TP is going to come in onto the Boots of Travel level 2. Matumba Man, they don't find the hook onto him. Mind Control sets up. Now goes a little bit closer. The range of Impale is going to hit into the Roche pit.
Is under attack.
I think they're pinging, trying to set Spartan up into a hook. But even if they hook him, the damage reduction will just mean that you start focusing this Nyx. Miracle's going to blink forward, see where you all are, and throw like a 4-man tornado. So,
Now,
not the easiest fight to play here right now.
and you can see that they do have vision right now.
Oh, Oh, that stolen corrosive haze.
Oh, wait, they actually don't. They didn't see him walk in with the invis, so they just now realized that Roche is about to get taken. They have to go right now if they want to come and contest this. A nice catch. Are they going to be able to get it, though? Aegis is still on the ground. Thug manages to pick it up, and a big old combo comes in from Miracle. It's not going to be enough, though, I think. He is going to get ran down here. Miracle running, trying to hide, and maybe next time steals away the crush. They pull back in and take down one. Matumba Man going crazy in all of this. Miracle looking for his angle of initiation. Thug is going to come back in a second, maybe next time. Cold Snap keeping him at bay, and it looks like they are going to be able to bring down this Rubik, possibly. Yes, he is down. Meanwhile, Mind Control still doing work here. Thug looking for his initiation, not going to be able to catch onto Miracle there. Tornado goes out, doesn't connect. Impale there again. The second round of...
Nice crush.
Oh, God. Thug, Madara, everybody going down. Miracle alive on absolutely nothing. Deafening Blast. Is Thug going to drop him? He's still alive. 100 HP. Butterfly. Oh, it didn't end up working for him that time around. Madara is, I think, going to be able to walk out of this one. Maybe next time, just trying to escape. Does have Corrosive Haze yet again. Juking and jiving, but the Impale, everything. Liquid have just been too strong in this. They take down GH with that Reaper Sight. The buyback now. Epicenter is available, but they just need the Burrow Strike for this moment. Miracle pops the BKB last second, still taking a lot of damage. Deafening Blast, Sunstrike, down onto Madara, brought below half HP. He has no mana, he has no life, and no buyback either. Oh my God, Miracle somehow making the plays. Skylark doesn't have Burrow Strike, nothing at all, trying to keep his buddy alive. The jump through, though, from Matumba Man. The 9Ks are too real. Oh, God. It hasn't worked. It's not enough. That is a huge swing into their favor. 7,000 gold going their direction. And Miracle is just throwing at their base for fun. All of these spells gone in.
Oh, hooked in on the Nyx, though.
Can they actually kill him off? Another buyback from the Necro now. And it looks like Liquid are going to back out now. Somehow Miracle didn't die in that entire fight.
Yeah, they had no detection. Well, they had the gem on the Sand King, but he just wasn't there when they were chasing him up on over there. So he just popped Ghost Walk and he was just gone. And he's like, oh wait, these guys don't detect me. He just starts like clicking everyone and looking. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna fall around, slow some people, gonna wait, and he throws out a big tornado, and he just pecks from the side. As long as he kept focusing down onto Madara, he knew he had no way that he could actually reach him. Just canceling the blink over and over, and similar to Thug too. So very well played by Miracle, as always, of course, and then he's just running around through the trees, taunting, throwing up and juggling some Invoker Balls.
Jeez. Well,
and they'll have to pick up a gem now on the... Oh, it looks like they just dropped it in base too, so they lost all theirs, it would seem.
this is feeling so rough right now for...
Oh, no one found this one.
Finem.
There's one in the trees here.
Okay.
Got dropped. That was when Skylark actually dropped, so he might know it's there. Of course, he'll probably assume it's been picked up. In fact, he's already got another one here.
Okay. It almost feels as if they need something else. They have to find Miracle in these fights. He just does too much damage not to. Rubik is actually the next one set up to probably get level 25. Cooldown reduction sounds pretty decent. Maybe it's telekinesis land distance. I'm not sure. But
I would say cooldowns.
Yeah.
Personally, but you never know. Now we wait for the final act of the Miracle Show. If you can get into the refresher.
This is nuts. This is one of those games that just like... It's why he gets respect banned all the time on this hero. It's just too good not to. And add Finem to look shook. I mean, we're all shook. Let's be honest.
There was some great team playing that last night, but Liquid too. I have to say, the GH coming back in, getting that two-man crush, and ended up saving Mind Control so he could back away. Then he was reinitiating. There were so many in and out moments from the side of Liquid that someone would just help someone at such a low HP that both of them were risked, but the play worked out. And then you have two heroes back alive. Cooldowns come back. They're throwing out more spells, and Finem just got put on the run. Hounded back into their base. So we return to this point where the graph is going to start waddling its way down, further and further. For Team Liquid and Finem, they have to look for this big base defense. Could always come from a Pudge Hook. Catching out surprise invoker, perhaps.
We got Dagon 5 in line, by the way, for Timber Saw. Opted for that over the Sheep Stick and is going back for the Sheep Stick now, but Thug, he might be the one that they end up finding here. Needs to get out really quickly. Force staff away, buddy. Time to run. Tornado dodges away from that. Oh, maybe next time looking for the lift, the pullback. He is able to steal the Impale, but lots of damage being dealt out very quickly. They jump back in. Madara is here. They're going to go into Matumba Man. Do they have enough to bring him down? They do. Skylark is there as well. Miracle has already popped his BKB. Now the chase continues. Ice Blast is not on the mark either. And, well, jumping back, GH is going to end up going down here. Mind Control also. Suddenly, the team fight goes back into the favor of Ad Finem. Miracle bailed. There was no way for them to win that fight at that stage, so he's just going to push in the lanes and hope they don't have to use buyback.
Middle tower has fallen.
That was a ballsy play by maybe next time, but it certainly worked out. Just grabs the Impale, pops out of dust, and just runs after them. It's like, all right, not getting away this time.
Might just need to use that refresher, and it's been a problem this whole game is making sure these ice paths land. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, and they need just some more form of control to be able to make sure they lock them down. But, oh, do they spot the gem as they're running by? They might just. Tornado? Bug chasing? Skylark opted to no longer go back for the Ags and instead is saving up for a cloak, maybe into a pipe here. Well, they already have one for Necro.
I guess just needing a little bit more HP.
Are they
All
going for
protection.
this? Sunstrike? Meatball? Looks like they're going to head bottom. It's been a while since Ad Finem were up here, but
So, they got the ward up, but they got a sentry down, and ooh, will miss.
try enforcing out the BKB from Thug, not going to happen.
They've missed the forcing buyback window, so they're just out of there. It's
Okay.
just too close at this point for them to be able to. And not worth the risk of running full high ground.
Well, they still don't have buyback for another minute and a bit for both Shadow Fiend and the Necrophos. And Rubik's will be back up offline shortly, as well as the Sand King. So we'll be at about parity. Let's see how it ends up going over the next few minutes here. Any other levels that have been reached yet? No, we're still a little ways away. Time to buy those tomes, guys. The late game tome.
I guess we can't check anymore. Just aim in near left. And there's a refresher too.
I like the Slardar going for the late game Glimmer Cape as well. Feels like a ton of this damage just being able to take it off the mark with Necrophos. Like, Matumba Man wasn't that close to going down here. Oh. GH?
Oh, he finds that gem. That must be what he was after.
Oh, yeah. But meanwhile, bottom lane, they have found GH. Oh, Hook a little bit off the mark there. They still have a 4-staff. Madara showed up, though, and they're going to be able to take him down. TP boots in onto the creeps, and, well, the rest of the side of there is there. Miracle wants to go for the big initiation. Nice blink away there by GH, and now they're all lined up, looking for that moment. They have been able to find and spot out the Miracle Invoker. Oh, they caught Kuro. Nice hook. Spartan has him, and that should be another kill going their way.
Maybe next. I think he was running out of time on the Impale, so he just figured YOLO. As well just try and steal Ice Blast if I can, but we'll just end up with the Vortex, and they'll smoke up, get a little aggressive. But Madara starts hitting the Shrine. Maybe this will... No, okay. They're just showing on the wave by raising.
Yeah, they just want to get here as quickly as possible, I guess, or, you know, checking to see if Roche is up. It's not a quick respawn time for Liquid. They're going to need to come back and defend. But no ice path.
Could end this, man. It's still smoked up. Dire, they have vision. It's gone now, but they might not know exactly where he is. Might be thinking he's over here. They're scouting now.
Now, hook in. They got Miracle. Oh, pops his BKB. Good reaction time right there. They're still going to lose mind control, though. Spartan's starting to drop low. Thug still large and in charge, hitting away onto Miracle. Can they find him? No, they don't have vision yet. Again, as soon as he walks back into it, they might be able to bring him down low, but, well, no Reaper sight as of yet. Oh, nice catch there. There's another brought down, and Miracle just trying to keep the rest of his team alive through all of this. Matumba Man, as well as Miracle and GH, the only ones left alive. No nicks for 90 seconds. Ice Path still a ways away, and oh, they actually
they
caught him. Is that
swing.
enough? Oh my God! Woo, baby! Glimmer Cape, last second there.
Dire's structures
Oh, that was almost a buyback forced out. That was crazy, but they'll still get the racks.
Dire's
Madara. Animal.
Jeez. All right. 44-33. There have been 2 racks taken in this game at 58 minutes into it. So, with all the buybacks still online for people, with the exception of Slardar now, I feel like we're still in for a little bit of a crazy
GH
one.
with
As
the chase.
oh,
Trying.
Skylark, that's the sheep stick out, and they
Like,
should.
coming forward using that Yules to catch up.
Oh, what? Oh my God.
Wow, that was so close.
All right.
I guess because he was out of mana on Matumba, so he couldn't just lay anything down.
Looking for the
Must not have had
Sunstrike.
mana for Shivas or Chakram or something. Both used, I guess.
Invisibility.
All right. This is a silly game, Trent Pax.
Indeed. Well, Roche should be handed over to Finem. Still 20 seconds, no mind control. Oh, this is a tough call. It's worth GH's life. He does not have buyback. He would not be back.
They get caught by the Ice Blast, so
Everyone's
Venom-
botsing to GH.
All right. This is the scary time. There's the Dagon going out. Nice force staff away. They didn't get hit by the Impale either, so just trying to play each other back and forth. Kuro not going to get caught there. They did throw out the Sheep Stick, though. Madara contained for the moment, forced away. This might be a game for some Lotus Orbs, too.
Yeah, now that the sight's out. Scouting. Spartan, 3,680 HP.
Oh,
Willing to stand at the front here.
here's the smoke play as well. If Liquid can manage to find this, I don't believe that Ad Finem realized that this is happening. There's some pigs out. Oh, they
have
got
the
him.
ward here. They don't see them.
They spotted him with the reveal for the moment. There's going to be the Deafening Blast forward. The Thug ulti comes out as well. Madara Bratlo eventually killed off. BKBs are popped on all sides. They're going to buy back. Thug controlled for the moment. Sunstrike Refresher is out. He's dropping low. Going to get brought down. No, Force Staff away. Still barely left alive. There's the Dagon to finish him off. And maybe next time also going to be controlled. Miracle is there. Can they break the Lincolns? Can they control and kill him off? The jump forward, they actually have him. It's not quite enough damage yet to get forced away, but they get the hook onto mind control. Nice little play here, as I think that they are going to be able to find that kill. So 2 down, they buy back on Miracle. Realize they need him for this.
There's no buyback of the other two, though, so this should mean Roche still goes away by Adfinem. Can't solo contest from Miracle here. It's mostly just a buyback to try and manage these lanes and try and propel this game another 70 seconds when mind control's back and hopefully fight on the high ground. Or maybe this Ice Blast could it actually be enough to delay it? I guess Miracle still has
Oh
his
no.
KB.
Kuroki, though. He is going to be put down, and well, that makes things nigh impossible. And now with 60 seconds with no Ancient Apparition, Liquid might be staring down the barrel of multiple waves of creeps here. Has to push out bottom lane as well. Liquid in a tough spot.
And Adfinem go for a 10k lead to a 15k deficit. Now slowly working their way back up to 0. 1 kill at a time as we hit 48 to 35. 61.5 minutes through. Thugs Aegis acquired. That is a stolen Ice Blast.
Yeah, that is quite interesting. Getting close to Pudge's level 25 also, as well as the Nyx. Or rather, the Sand King. You almost never see him go this late. 61 minutes in. It's a good final game of the day, gotta say.
Oh, yeah, only way to end it, really. This seems to keep happening.
All right, BKB on Pudge. They spot out Matumba Man. They have the hook. They didn't fit the follow-up of the... Rather, they had the scythe, but not the hook. Have another opportunity for it. Looking.
Man. Like, if Spartan gets one, Thug is going to annihilate them so quickly.
Oh, 2 people caught there. This is a big combination. The Ice Blast is going to apply the debuff onto him. The damage coming out on Madara, able to be force staffed away for the moment. BKB's pop. Matumba Man starting to drop low. Thug does so much damage right here, and they are going to be able to take down 1, maybe 2. Miracle control. This could be it if they're not careful. Buyback from Timbersaw. Matumba Man wants to go. Round 2. Madara controlling him immediately, though. Is going to have that Reaper Scythe up again in 12 seconds. It's a little bit too far away. No Miracle for 2 minutes. Mind Control trying to keep them off of this, and hell, they've got themselves another Dagon 5 in a second if they can find somebody to jump upon, but Matumba Man is going to be gone. A triple kill for Thug. He's going to fall, but it's only the Aegis, and most importantly, the big bad cores are gone right now. Thug chasing down GH, and, well, I guess he's just going to walk away there, but this is probably game. Tier 4's turned upon.
Well-earned victory here from Finem. They'll grab GH2, and it's all but over. Maybe next time, really coming in big in the later parts of this game. Like, you see your team at such an insane deficit,
Dire's middle tower.
and you're still able to make all these crazy plays, grabbing so many options from control, always grabbing spells from the Nyx assassin, even the mana burns. Like, he was constantly popping that Lincoln Sphere from Miracle, the low cooldown, just making sure every time they could actually find that control.
Well,
And marching high ground with Thug, also just a monster at the end. Oh, sad face.
yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. Well, a great game. 63 minutes in, very back and forth. You know, a lot of 7.01 has been just like a steady increase, and then eventually the team that was leading wins, but showing that there's still that comeback potential. Man, well, Trent Packs, we've had 3 pretty solid series today. Any final thoughts on the day in general, the way that you see Liquid add Finem as a whole? You know, we took a look at some Cloud9 and Vega as well. Just the EU qualifiers as a whole, what's your thoughts?
I guess it comes down to a lot about identity, it seems, where people are, at least as the crowd and as casters and as fans, we're all just trying to figure out, like, oh, where does everyone rank? Like, that's what we want to do, right? Naturally, we want to categorize everyone, put them in their tiers and say who's better than who. But it's still difficult to judge, right? We're trying to figure out who Liquid is, who this new squad's going to be, how they're going to play. They're certainly taking different drafts. Some stuff the same as other teams, but some stuff different, like this Beastmaster, Faceless Void, heroes that no one else is really running. And even going back to this Ancient Apparition, we're getting some cool new heroes like Necrophos, who had a lot of talk in pubs, but now starting to get a little bit more into the competitive scene. So I'm just looking forward to the end of this group stage to see who does rest on top, you know? Try and figure out who is their tier 1. Can Finem keep up what they did at the Boston Major? Games like this certainly make you hope they can.
Yeah, and that's a really cool point that you make too. Like, thinking about the fact that it's not just down to the best teams, the best players, whatever else. It's about who matches up well against who. And you can see in this game, Finem, they did a great job of it. So really excited to see how this next one goes. They end the series 1-1 apiece. We had a 1-1 a little bit earlier with Vega versus Liquid. And then, of course, Cloud9 able to 2-0 Vega. Hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast again. Lyrical, as well as Trent Packs, your 2 casters for today. It was a great couple of matches, and feel free to follow us if you want on Twitter, but most importantly, keep on following the Star Ladder iLeague Star Series Season 3. We're going to be back tomorrow with some more great games, and I believe that right now, North America stuff is going to be going on, where we're going to have Coddle Guy and Mott, Dota 2. Anything else?
Is that Mott Pax? Oh wait, no, he's gone, because that's Trent Pax now,
Yeah,
and that other guy is Mott.
Yeah.
So I don't want you guys getting confused. I had to change my damn name. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
Lots of love.
I definitely accidentally called you Mott Packs a couple of times throughout the week.
It's okay. It probably helps, honestly, because I'm sure some people are like, oh, this guy's just some idiot who had to change his name for, no, it's fine.
I'm with you. All right.
I still love you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for watching again. We'll be back tomorrow. But for now, go watch some NA Dota. It's the bestest. See you guys later.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every